I go, this might not work. If you think it might be for you, this might be the issue. This could be the problem. I'm like, I should be being fucking purple, choked up against the wall right now. But I was thinking, I haven't explored like too much like playful submission stuff.
Yeah.
And I went to the store called.
Oh God,
so
the name.
I went to the
this?
Cupid's Closet, and the girl working there was like, "What's cute about our store is that it's like it has just like, light S&M stuff. Like if you want to get into it, like light bondage stuff." And
introductory.
I was like, nobody ever said light bondage. I think that's why I haven't tried it, because it's always like hardcore.
Yeah, it's threatening.
Your butt cheeks are tied up. To each
are you
side.
keeping
That's a really
that?
good point.
Yeah, like I'm like I wouldn't.
Wait, are you keeping that for yourself?
I am going to.
It's called a hog tie set, by the way.
I keep falling for the ads where they're about they're like, oh, this is a good filter app or something.
Right.
Which like
right.
when am I ever gonna use those?
Yeah.
And I will download them and then do the free trial. I found out I had 3 that were charging me $7.99 a week. A week? They were doing a week ones.
Annie.
I never used them or looked at them. Thank you, Trubo.
Well, you guys know that I also used to pay a lot for an anime subscription that I didn't know I already had 3 of. Also, I had like an insect finder app that I had for like 6 years.
Yeah, this is the darkest one.
I've had brain game things where I thought it was going to make me a smarter person. It just made me poor and dumb because I paid a lot of money every year for many years.
They were like, pronounce subscription. You're like, I'm stuck.
You guys, companies intentionally make it really, really hard to cancel subscriptions. And Truebill makes it incredibly simple. Just link your accounts and Truebill will cancel your unwanted subscriptions in one tap.
And your Truebill concierge is there when you need them to cancel unwanted subscriptions, so you don't have to do it yourself.
Truebill has over 2 million users and helps save them over 100 million.
I just think it's so easy to forget and let go, and that's why Truebill is like one of the best financial apps that we've ever discovered, because it just keeps you on top of it and you don't throw money away for no reason.
And even a little bit, like and $7.99
A
seems like
week.
but that's a week.
A week is absurd.
I can't believe the week one. I didn't know. A week?
I should hit you for that.
A week?
You guys, on average, people save up to $720 a year with Truebill. Don't fall for subscription scams. Start canceling today at truebill.com/Trash Tuesday.
Go right now. That's truebill.com/Trash Tuesday. It could save you thousands a year.
Back to tips. Busy. Stay busy. No idle time.
Masturbate.
The thing is
Masturbate. Thank you,
you're
Annie.
spending so much time with your ex, which is like, I don't really know how to navigate.
Yeah,
that
because
part
I
of
would
it.
say usually what I do is like we really things about them, and we obviously don't want to do that because you guys are still, you know, partners in so many ways. But I usually, what my usual breakup, and I'm good. I used to pitch a show several times, never got picked up. I used to pitch it a lot. But about
Never
me
too
helping
late.
people go through breakups, because you have to villainize the person, even if you don't mean it. You just need to do it for like a month. You have to just find the worst thing about them. So you just break that, like, you got to knock them off whatever pedestal they're still on.
Oh my God, wait, you know what breakup advice my dad gave me when I went through you guys know my high school ex, who I drive by his house all the time. That was the worst time of my life. Like, I'd never been anything
Told
like that.
no.
Like, like food didn't even taste like anything.
The dream.
I look really good.
Oh my God.
But
Dump me now.
my dad was like, he's so dramatic. Now that I look back, he's like, you have to go to their funeral in your head. He's like, picture their funeral. Like,
you start cracking up.
he's like, they have to be like, there's no contact kind of thing. But I can't. You
I
can't.
know no contact honestly is the best way, but what do we
I'm
do?
trying. So like I'm gonna go on a week-long spearfishing trip on
Were you
a boat.
already jealous when she was like a week long and we weren't invited? I was like, I don't know what you're about to say, but I'm pissed. Are you breaking up with me, bitch? You no contact with me?
A week ago.
It's just I'm on a boat every day. I don't have a choice but
Yeah.
to be nauseous and go for fish.
That's
so
perfect.
I don't have a whole lot of Wi-Fi out there. There's a whole lot of not a lot
Yeah.
of communication. So I think that'll be good for me. But the whole like keep busy thing. I think in the past I've always done that, and I think it's a good way to, if you're really, really deep in the funk. But like, obviously I've been in a lot of therapy with Bobby on my own, blah blah blah. I've never been able to like sit with my own. I've always coped in unhealthy ways. I've never been able to sit with the discomfort, so I'm trying that. I'm trying not to reach for people or things. I'm just trying to like sit with it, get to know this awful feeling in the pit of my stomach, and hopefully like reconcile with that feeling and say, okay, like you live here now.
Yeah.
And like
Take it on the lobsters. Stab
poor
those fucking
lobsters.
lobsters and bring them to me.
Will. It is true. You want to feel it because you always, I think, like, I'm always the person, I feel it so hard and then you get it out of the way. You don't want to be the person where it's coming up for months and years.
I don't want it to come up 6 months from now because
Yeah.
I didn't deal with it
Right.
correctly. Like, it's like I don't have a problem ruminating. And I think a lot of, well, when I was dating, like, younger men tend to do this a lot, or that's a pattern I've seen where it's like straight rebound, get back on that horse, dude, and all the homies are just like rallying them up. That's gonna be so bad for them. Now get your dick wet, all of that stuff, but it's not in any way healing.
It's also sad. Like when you
Yeah.
fuck someone that's not the person that you like wanted to be, or used to be with. It's sad.
Worse. It makes things way worse.
And it
That's
might
so
be
true.
exciting the first time, but then it's like, yeah.
Already that, you're right, that hurts. It is so sad.
It probably always hurts with you, you little one.
But I am doing something next week that I wanted to get you guys' take on. And you guys know I'm stone cold sober. I drink alcohol twice a year. The last time was on my
She's stone cold sober. Her shoulders are stone cold Steve Austin.
I used to love Stone Cold.
I met
That
him,
is so weird.
yeah, in Santa Fe when they
I
were doing the longest
love
yard.
him. I love everything. I like his life story, everything.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
like little boys in elementary school.
WWE.
Ew,
Yeah.
stop swishing and sliding around there. when you say that.
God.
It's nasty. Ew, Esther.
That's never been my type.
But next week I am doing a ketamine assisted psychotherapy session that's
Yes,
90
girl.
minutes long, and it's with a doctor and a therapist, and they give you an intramuscular injection. You sit in a mood pod and you just go through a journey. And I'm terrified because I don't even drink coffee, so I don't like mind altering things, but I think that I've hit a wall a little bit with talk therapy, and I'm ready to,
Yeah.
I don't know.
What is that
I've only
supposed to
done
do?
ultra muscle ketamine in the pod that is my Tesla. So I think it's going to be great for you because it's a disassociative.
Yeah.
And so it helps you be able to look at what's happened to you without being attached to the feelings of it. So and they're going to be with her to help her. So you'll be safe.
Yeah.
And they're experts at it and stuff. It's much better than doing it just like raver style.
Can you compare it to like an edible high? Like,
A fucking cloud. Like it's like everything's very soft and
I have a question though. So this session next week is in Encinitas. It's in San Diego, but Bobby and I are having a day in San Diego too, driving together. Is that not a good idea?
what the hell is this?
yeah, you got to figure something out because it's just going to take longer.
Yeah,
It's going to take longer is the only issue.
be
It's like, I
honest-
understand what you're doing and I think you guys can get back to this place.
Mhm.
But you are a codependent person. You have so much. We are not doing any blame here. There's no like negatives or anything. You have put all of your focus on this crazy, funny little whirlwind of a man. And you are not, you have to focus on yourself.
Mm.
And I don't even think you probably know what you want at this
No,
point.
no.
Well,
I'm not out of the freaking murk of it all.
What do you want out of what do you want out of the ketamine experience? Do you know
I
that?
want to I thought that I had done a lot of work on myself. And I was really getting to a place of like loving myself again, all of that. But when the whole breakup thing happened, and even speaking to you guys, I realized that I have a long way to go in terms of self-worth. There's just my tank is very low. And
Very common, by the way. Extremely common.
It's autism and stuff. Almost everything leads back to self-love and
Yeah.
self-worth.
and I'm very insecure and I'm frightened a lot. So those are, but the therapist is like, the ketamine will go where it needs to go. So you might have walk in with an intention of saying these are the parts that I want to fix. She's like, ketamine might take you like somewhere else. That's more urgent, more important. So you just have to like be open. So I don't know. We'll see, guys.
Dude,
I know for a fact it's gonna be good.
I would love to like put an emphasis this summer or whatever, like off worth for all of us and like for our listeners and stuff, because it is kind of like an underrated area to focus on, because whatever really up on it and making sure that that tank is full, my life is so much better, and it takes work. I think we're having a self-worth summer.
Yes, I'm 100% down. And Mary Rodriguez, my hypnotist, is going to do a group session on us, and I cannot fucking wait. I mean, you want a Skims endorsement? Oh, we shall have it. I'm telling you guys, this shit works. Like, I'm leaning into my group this summer too. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I would so much rather people be like,
I'm leaning into my goop too.
We've all leaned into it. Honestly, accidentally. I'm like, on my shoulder.
Well, why is it on my forehead?
We turn around, Esther's doing a handstand. But I do think that it is like, because I feel like it was very cathartic last week. It was really nice to kind of like hear you say your piece and stuff. But it's also, I think like we're about moving on, getting better, healing ourselves.
No, I'm on board, fully on board with that.
Self-worth is so the key to like a good life. It just really is.
No, it's 100%.
Yeah.
It's, you have to have it.
Because our fear, our anxiety, our insecurities, our feelings of lack of about ourselves, all the bad shit comes from.
And I just do not want to enter another friendship, relationship until my tank is like full again, because then I'm just gonna resort back to being
well, then the cum will just spill over because your tank's full.
Also, if we're grandfathered in, right? Like we're already here.
Your grandfather.
You're grandfathered. I don't know what that means, but we all realize that it works.
Wait, Annie, I have a question for you. Like, how do you decide which moles stay, which moles go?
I just like this mole, and the other mole just like was on the corner of my jawline, and it would just like catch in the light. It was just fucking annoying.
Yeah. Okay.
But you know what she taught me? That if there's hair in the mole, it's healthy.
That's what cancer. I thought that was a myth, but that's my mom has been saying that my whole life.
So I don't want to brag, but my pussy does not have cancer.
I mean,
the hair grows.
Mine has a lot more not cancer than yours, my friends.
And it's weird because it's per capita too.
You guys, I haven't waxed in months, and
there's still only one hair.
Can I just show you? I know I've showed you my pussy so many times, but like,
please, not enough, honestly.
Maddening to me that I just have no regrowth.
When you see mine,
there's what a bitch. She's like, I'm not ready to date. It won't grow back.
That is insane.
It looks like Homer Simpson. Carlos has more hair than her pussy.
It's like insane.
Wow, I like that.
It's like
so that's hot though.
It looks like there's supposed to be a penis there. Esther, Esther, you know laser would work for that because it's dark.
What do you mean?
Laser works better on dark hair.
Really?
Yeah.
Kalila, want to come laser it? Wait, I actually have to read a message that I got from a slug that is so awesome. So you know how last week we were talking about like man whores and like guys who hook up a lot, you know, whatever, like is there a stigma that we have against them, whatever. Okay, so this guy, I have to read it. I'm not going to reveal his identity, and I got his permission. So cool. He wrote, "Hi Esther, just watched the last pod. I used to be a complete man whore. Y'all were right. It was extremely hollow, and I never finished." He said no way to word that where it's not gross. Sorry. I am extremely glad I was like that. I had to grow up and get that out of my system, and there's no situation where I would ever cheat now. Also, the nanosecond I met my now wife, I changed. I never met any other woman the same way. And with her, I've never not finished. Again, ew, gross, but it's because of intimacy. Love doesn't hurt that she's the most beautiful thing of all time. Also, for the record, all my guy friends that watch Tiger Belly or TT love Kalila. Oh yeah, sorry, he's blah blah blah. To end on a positive note, my wife is 99.9% straight, but so gay for all three of y'all, and I got her into TT having a stability. But isn't that cool? Like, because I don't think there's any woman who got through their 20s without hooking up with a guy that was using them for sex, right?
Yeah.
Like we've all, so it's almost like nice to hear.
Sometimes you're the guy. I don't remember my fucking 20s.
But I'm just saying, like, the man whores are out
Right.
there, and like,
They're man whores with hearts of gold.
yeah, and it's like nice to hear someone say like, I did that and it was wrong and it wasn't helpful for me, and now he feels better, right?
But he was saying
Yeah.
that it was helpful for him because he got through it. Like he doesn't regret it.
Right.
I don't
No,
think
but
it's
I think
wrong.
that's best case scenario, right?
Yeah.
Is like, you know, you just you know, you allow your dick to take the lead when you're young, 20 and fucking
Yeah.
horny. And then eventually you learn the hard way that something is lacking and you can't come. And so yeah, and then you grow from that. That's like a best case scenario of doing it wrong, realizing, and then finding a perfect solution.
Yeah.
But it's not like that, Annie says. It's not like that for a lot of men. In fact, you guys are in an industry where you're around a lot of men that are in their 40s that still behave in
Yeah.
that way.
Yeah.
Who never grow out of it, who seem to think it's sort of like this, badge of honor to, continue to, like collect women to just objectify, right?
Well, it makes sense because you're in it's like a rock star position if you're a comedian. Like I feel like comedy used to be
Ugh.
because comedy used to be like self-deprecating. I'm this fucking and then it turned into like I have the best sneakers, I have the best thing, and I fucking dress cute for the stage now. But I used to dress like literally like a troll and go like,
Same.
but it's like comedy's had a new thing where it's like much more like
Cool.
yeah, and so it kind of makes sense that a lot of guys who couldn't get pussy in high school because they like maybe weren't good looking enough or confident enough are now have gotten the skill set that is like attractive to women. We always like a guy with a sense of humor, so they have a position to like be more.
It's literally like, okay, let's say I grew up and my parents said you can never have cupcakes, and then now I'm 18 and I'm free, and it's like I can have every cupcake I ever wanted. It's like that's sad if I go and eat 12 cupcakes every night.
She won't even eat one bite.
That's how I felt about naps. I wasn't allowed to take naps as a child. I remember thinking when I'm 18 and when I have a freedom, I'm gonna sleep all fucking
And look
day.
at you now, depressed as shit. Can't get out of bed, sweaty palms, gripping toilet paper in her hands at all times.
Paper towel.
You manifested this.
How?
You said, I want to take naps as an adult, and you made yourself depressed, sluggish little bitch. I watched this TikTok that was like, I'll just play you the audio.
That was really special, Esther.
Oh yeah.
That message. I really, really like what he said, and it's very like promising.
Yeah, exactly. Because I, like you said, a lot of the men, especially in our industry, have not had that growth. So it's so meaningful for me to see hear from a man that has had that growth. I'm like,
Right.
there's hope.
All right, so this is what I like. I like what this
You need
is.
headphones for this?
Oh, okay.
An insecure woman will stir up trouble because she needs to be the winner. But a secure woman will do nothing because she knows she wins either way.
Love that.
Where were you 3 months ago, bitch?
I know. Love that.
What I love most about it, I love to do nothing other than the average gal.
I'm sold on the nothing part.
But also not like in a manipulative way to like be like, I'm not responding to people or whatever. But it is sort of like if you do start thinking like, what am I fighting for? Why am I trying to be right in these situations? What do I need to like, who am I trying to win over?
It's
or
just
whatever?
ego, right? You
Yep.
feel the need to like for victory
Mhm.
somehow because it is a salve to
Yeah.
be like, oh, I was right there. It's comforting to the ego.
Yeah.
But like, truly it's like life moves on. Wrong or right, it just moves
Yeah,
forward.
it doesn't matter. And everyone has a different interpretation of what's
Right.
Kylie break.
Yes, sure. Banana.
I'll buy you all the
break.
Kylie in the world.
Um,
Can I use it?
my parents, like, they literally disagree. Every single thing that comes out of one of the other's mouth, the other one is so quick to disagree. Like, it's my dad. At one point, he grabbed my mom's arm, lifted it up. He goes, "She's the undefeated champion." Like, 'cause she just kept like getting her way. And I just see them, they're disagreeing.
So funny.
That would throw me into a rage if someone did that to me. If I was trying to make a point.
So funny.
It's
That's
so
so
funny.
funny.
Well, we have a new thing too in my family, which was inspired by my sister, which is we go, I surrender. So it's like if you're ever in a thing, it's like you just go like, surrender.
Oh, I like that.
It's amazing. We have a lot of tools that come out of that house. But the thing that was so shocking to me, so like literally they're always disagreeing, always like on each other, never want so, and I always say like it's hard for me because then I'm never with them both happy because one wants to go to this restaurant, the other wants to go to this one. Oh my God,
that's why you think they're not happy around you? The lies we tell ourselves. And guys, this is a good self-worth method. You just make up some bullshit.
Wait, but then I had alone time with each of them back to back. Like in the morning, my mom came down to the basement before my dad woke up. And then later when I went on my walk with my dad, and both privately, first my mom goes, your daddy's turning 79. Like, I don't know what I'll do without him. I which I'm like, oh.
My parents do that to me too. My mom be like, I've never lived alone before. I'm like, Mom,
I can't handle this.
so
But
thirsty.
and then I go
Blow
with
your tits out.
and then when I'm with my dad, he's like, I don't know how your mom does all that she does. And I'm like, can you guys tell each other this? Like
They can't. So many people. Do you have that with you? But do your parents give compliments to your friends and not you? They do to me. Your mom would be like, I love your stand-up is so funny.
My mom
it's
loves-
like too intense to say it to your own kid.
I don't know
Because
if
you're her.
that's
I think so.
Yeah, I think it's also the same reason why
And all
apparently
of our
like
fans say that I'm funnier. It's like the same thing. They can.
no. My
Nobody says
mom.
that, I'm kidding.
Remember the night my mom came to my like Esther and Friends show, and we're like, "Who's your favorite?" She's like, "I really liked Annie." No, she's like, "Annie was really funny."
I did smash, and I did even come out during your set.
Yeah.
my mom is very physically affectionate to everybody but my sister and I. So I think that makes sense. Annie
There's
has
something.
a point.
It's self-worth again, because you're her.
Maybe. There has to be a study about this because I really look at her with so much envy. I'm like, wow, she really gives great hugs.
Thank God my
Boundaries.
mom doesn't give affection to anybody, so I'm good.
You guys, healthier hair doesn't happen overnight. This is why I love Nutrafol. It doesn't make overnight promises. This is a product that I use religiously because when I turned 30 and I stopped taking birth control pills, I lost like half of my head.
Yeah.
And with Nutrafol, it's got really good ingredients. You're basically taking vitamins for your nails and your hair and just like your overall health. And in a couple months, I swear to you guys, I have seen the difference. This is something that I've been taking for years, even before this sponsorship.
I remember you telling me about it, and you got me turned on to it. Nutrafol, what's important about it is it supports healthy hair growth from within by targeting the 5 root causes of thinning: stress, hormones, environment, nutrition, and metabolism. And Nutrafol is physician formulated to be 100% drug-free. That to me is the most important thing. They use medical grade botanicals in consistently effective dosages so that you're getting the most reliable results. It's why it works. It's why it's so popular. It's why it's one of our biggest sponsors, because people who get it use it and love it. They see results.
It just works so well. I'm on like month 4 of taking it consistently. I had to start getting all of these like pill bottles and putting them in ahead of time, but I take my Nutrafol every day.
And it's not just for hair and nails, it's for overall well-being, including restful sleep, less stress, but yes, better skin, nails, and also libido, you guys.
You can grow thicker, healthier hair and support our show by going to Nutrafol.com/trash to save $15 off your first month subscription. This is their best offer anywhere, and it is only available to U.S. customers for a limited time. Plus, free shipping on. Get $15 off at Nutrafol.com, spelled Nutrafol.com/trash.
My mother once, I remember in high school, my mom was taking my brother's girlfriend, who he was obviously going to break up with, to the art museum, the Philadelphia Art Museum. I was like, are you
Triggered.
fucking kidding me, bitch? I was like,
Triggered.
I would like to go see, hey, mom, you know the art skills you pass down to your true, real daughter?
Super artistic.
Can
you love
we go?
art.
I would love to go to the. Why are you bringing this bitch that's sucking Max's dick up in his room? This slut that's fucking got her mouth filled with our Max's member.
Annie, the
Max's
way
member.
the turn turn that story took.
It was just so gross and weird. Like my parents, like they weren't very strict, but like definitely sex was happening in my brother's room.
Yeah, that is interesting. Is there a natural inclination for parents to be less strict with a boy having sex versus a girl?
Well, I don't know.
Well,
One of his girlfriend's dads came in and fucking flipped out. Was like, where are they? And I was like, upstairs. And he was like,
your
the door
house?
closed. Yeah, like he was like, he had no clue. If you sent your kids over to the Letterman's house, who knows if they'll even come back?
Dad
Honestly,
came to your house.
to pick her up and was like, where is she?
Getting your
Boom,
fucking
boom, boom, boom.
getting your back blown out upstairs. Oh my god.
To a Buffy. Your daughter's going like this to a Buffy got milk poster.
Oh no.
And let me tell you, she got milk.
Oh no, Annie, no! Annie, no!
Are you gonna ask him about his cum?
I'm gonna ask him
You're
about
feeling
when the
lucky
girl-
today.
Pick up, Max.
Remember that one time? I just want to see if
tried.
you remember when that girl's dad came. I don't think he was ever allowed to see her again. I really think that she was banned from my brother's life after that.
Gosh, you've got to like not forbid children because they'll double down
Yes.
and find other ways. And
They'll be jerking each other off under the table you're sitting at.
Yeah, you gotta just.
That's where the old hole in the popcorn started.
Let freedom ring. I say, let freedom ring.
We gotta go to the movies. We gotta take you on dates.
Mm-mm.
Let's go to Craig's.
Oh yeah,
Let's take Kalila to Craig's on a breakup. We'll do a breakup tour for you.
I hate to say this, but I think Craig is overrated.
I never been there, so I
I
can't
like
say.
the food. I have like a order there that I love.
You have to tell me then.
Do you know what I like? I like going on TikTok and seeing Esther with famous people at Craig's. I go, do it, our podcast up.
I have a
I'm
request.
just like,
I know my
request will allow you guys to take me to dinner, but it's got to be at Kato.
what's that?
It's a restaurant in downtown LA, and it's probably my most favorite dessert of my entire life. So yes, that's my request.
Esther will feed you her kato.
You're not going to be happy
Why?
because it's Kato.
What's the food?
It's expensive.
Oh, that.
We are happy. You
you
are
kidding?
crazy. We're the only Jew on this Jewish podcast. Out of the three people here, the Judaist over there, you're actually the Jewish.
Wait, I'm part Ashkenazi.
You
And
are?
yeah,
We know which part.
like 3%.
I spend. That's where when I spend, it's on food. So I'm.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
When I spend, it's on food, clothes, travel, my parents.
Family, yeah.
Love that.
It's a big money drainer.
Yeah.
my most massive money drainer is family stuff.
I gotta say, now that you have more time on your hands, can we get Draggy Legs, the dog?
Draggy legs. Do you know the history of draggy legs,
Yes, I
Esther?
know all about this. You guys are obsessed. This dog you found that has draggy legs.
But the fact that you're still jealous of the dog is so crazy. Still truly actually jealous. Not like the camera's not, there's no lying here. That was true, like fucking pissed off that this fucking dog is. It's so funny if we kick Esther off the podcast and Draggy Legs is her replacement.
Can I tell you
fully
guys?
just caught me.
Can I tell you guys that draggy legs is no longer dragging her legs because I had a wheelchair sent to the Philippines and now
did?
she
We
has,
got you one, bitch. You sent it back. Sent it back.
Draggy legs got a wheelchair.
not a wheelchair, the wheels for legs.
I love a Wheels for Legs dog. I love a Wheels for Legs dog.
So we can
I'm gonna
still
break
adopt
Randy's
her.
hips when I go home. I hate how Randy just glides effortlessly.
He is so bouncy and he bounces high.
He's so popular. I never thought I would have a dog out popularizing me so hard. It's like crazy.
Oh, perhaps you're projecting the jealousy of the dogs.
I give him a little kick when we go out. No, he really is. I'm proud of him though because I take ownership over him. You stupid bitch.
He's your baby. He's your baby.
His spirit is so pure and happy.
He's so happy. I'm certainly not projecting that. Pure happy spirit. It's in the dig. You got to dig for it. But he 4th of July, we went to my friend's pool party, and people were just staring at it. It was just so funny. It was like, look at him, just this and that. I was like, you know, when you're validated, you're like, he is cute. But we went into Rite Aid the other night, and this girl goes, "Is that Randy?" Go, yes, it is. He's like a little local celebrity.
Aw. I love having my little dog child so much. I know this seems like kind of random, but I'm really happy right now with a dog baby.
Yes.
Like that is really right for me right now.
Yes.
And I'll just leave that at that. Like I'm really glad I don't have a baby right now.
I'll tell you this much: dogs are a lifesaver during breakups. You can cry right in their bellies, and they
come
don't
right to
care,
you.
and they like the little.
How does your mouth have to be so close to the penis in this? Kalila's back to her old ways.
It's hard. It's
Your
a hard
next guy you
habit to
hook up
break.
with as a dog is Hugo.
You have
Aw.
such an attractive mouth.
It's
Sorry.
really so
You
good.
said-
Your gap so much. I know we talk about it every
You know,
episode.
they're getting gappier. I looked in the mirror the other day, and so now I actually have gaps on like these teeth as well. And yeah.
Is that good?
I don't know. I don't know why my
is that
teeth
happening?
are
They're tongue thrusting.
what?
Maybe tongue thrusting, making your palate wider.
I don't know.
Guys, I gotta go. A lot of jokes here. I went and did. Wolf had is shooting a show, and I went and watched him do like a strip pole dance he had a competition with his son, and they had this girl Nicole the pole there, and she will be teaching me to twerk. So I just want to let you guys know that will be happening sometime soon. She was really amazing. Pole dancers are fucking ripped.
I would love to do a pole dancing private lesson with you guys.
Yes, but you're the pole.
Well, just dancers in general, pole or not, they have just the
But
most.
that when
it
she
takes
does the
so much effort and core
Mhm.
to keep yourself like steady in that position.
It was very impressive. Not when Josh and his son did it, but when she did it, it was really. I mean, I got props for these bitches.
I'll say this: if we're gonna go out to like a dinner to like
Strip club.
reintroduce, yeah, exactly. You got me.
What
Beat
day are
me
we gonna
to
do it?
it.
Should we just plan it right now? Because we always fake, but we're gonna do it for real.
I've been to two.
Her with us on Friday.
Yeah.
What are you
Free
guys
Friday
What are you guys doing?
party at Kesha's house.
Party at
Maybe.
Kesha's.
Maybe.
Don't say maybe, just come.
She could say maybe. Let's.
Yeah, maybe.
No, we're not. We're dragging her. Remember how you like to be dragged? You're not the only one that likes to be dragged.
That sounds fun. That sounds fun. If I'm feeling up for it, I will text you in the morning.
Okay. We can revisit.
Yeah.
Kesha's king. I don't know how to explain it.
They'll sleep over. There's so many
Kesha energy
things.
is. Oh, okay. We go out to eat. We go to a strip club, and then we have a sleepover.
Yeah.
That sounds fun to me.
We have to literally. We have to
Popcorn
plan
machine.
a popcorn machine. Kalaya's like, we have to do it at Bobby's house, though.
Bobby's coming, guys. Imagine if I did
Oh
that.
my God, you would do
You guys,
it.
are you okay with Bobby tagging along?
On our breakup hang?
No, we shoo Bobby away with Dave and Todd. Bobby and Dave went out to eat
I know
last
they
weekend,
did.
by the way.
Well, they went to a party together, bailed early, bailed before I even got there, and then went out to eat, went on a little lover's day.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, they have a third friend. It's just,
Yeah,
it's so interesting.
Who was the third friend?
Gene Hong.
This guy it's Dave's poker friend who is works with Bobby. So they're in this little friend group.
Wait, you know what I didn't tell you guys? Last night I had the most grandma ice cream flavor. Parlenes and cream.
You mean
Pralines?
I mean, pralines and cream. What did I call them? Parlenes. Pralines. Is that not so grandma, though?
It is very grandma, pralines and cream.
Why is it grandma? Explain to
What
me.
did I say? Parlenes?
Parlines.
Yeah, Parlene's. I thought you were trying to say maybe Marlene.
That's
What's
my grandma's
Marlene?
name.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. My
one that
grandma's
hates
name
you?
is Marlene. Yeah, she doesn't prefer my company.
No, call
how
me
we
your
say
grandma.
it.
Call me your grandma.
Wait, so hang on. So pralines and cream is just an old
I was
flavor?
moved to get it. You guys know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
totally identify that as an old lady
Right?
flavor. But what even is it?
It's like a vanilla with caramel, and then
The nuts. Pralines.
Pecan-
yeah,
Pecans?
pralines are covered with a crusted candy.
Wait, it
It's
actually
like
sounds
pecans.
good.
It's so good.
Oh
I ate
no,
the
I'm an
fucking
old
thing.
lady now.
Wait, what are other old lady flavors?
Pistachio.
Pistachio is an old lady
Coffee
flavor?
reminds me of my grandfather always had coffee ice cream.
That's pretty good old person flavor.
He had after eight mints. Do you guys remember those after eight mints that would come in the little sleeves?
Wait, so
The little squares.
just to clarify, pralines and cream it's ribbons of golden caramel and sweet nutty praline pecans swirled into signature vanilla. Okay.
That sounds delicious.
What does
It was
praline
fucking-
mean?
just the way the pecans are?
Okay.
Oh, look, she's making fun of me for not being able to pronounce the thing she does. Oh, look at the book, dumb bitch.
Smooth, sweet substance made by boiling nuts and sugar. Oh, okay.
So good.
Damn. Wait, I've been missing out on this
It's
flavor.
crunchy. It's delicious.
Where'd you get it?
Ralph's.
Classy.
Oh.
I got it was a Haagen-Dazs.
I love a good West Side. Like I went to Venice like last week. I had to go somewhere and I love it over there.
Yeah, it's great.
I was like, I can't believe Annie lives here. This
It's
is
so
cool.
good. It's good vibes. It's good all the time. It's
Yeah.
fun.
Venice is fun.
And the homeless people have been there so long. I'm sorry, the unhoused.
People experiencing homelessness.
Yeah, they're not unarmed, but they are housed. But so scary, so savvy. But I find them to be more well versed in being unhoused in my neighborhood because they've just been there for a long time.
But you know what? That's what I want to do. I want to go to First Fridays in Venice. Every First Friday, they have all of the trucks out.
I didn't even know that.
I knew that. I've known that
No,
for 10 years.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I want to go for Fridays. I want to bike on the boardwalk. Or you can do a scooter or whatever. Actually, you know what, Esther? I can get the bike with a little thing in the
yes,
back
let's
and
get it
I
with
can
the.
take you on a
Actually,
ride.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so that way
Bring
you don't have
donut
to move
too.
your legs.
You could be holding your dog and doing.
Because I
nothing.
can't ride a bike, so I would like
Yeah.
to participate in my own
I'll drag
way.
you in my little, Ural.
Okay.
We got to get one of those. You know how they have them down the shore? I don't know if you guys know in Jersey where they're like, they have a cover and it's like seats of bikes and your whole family can go on that. That's how we'll teach you to ride a bike.
Oh, I
Wait,
would
with
love
your
that.
arms?
No, I'm just being the pedal.
I was like,
too.
Annie, that's so much work.
No, that is a lot of work. But with those shoulders,
I will say I
I
do
feel safe with those shoulders.
I have a little bit of like a fantasy of because I used to love rollerblading. I would love to rollerblade at some point. Oh, I know that's triggering for your.
Not triggering.
Okay.
Let's try.
It's nice
I'm a really
boring.
crappy rollerblader, but Jenna is really good.
Yeah.
She can maybe teach us.
Yeah, Jenna, I do associate with rollerblading.
Yeah, I need.
She's very
maybe
proud of
I need
it,
to
too.
Call her, but I would love to rollerblade in Venice with you. guys.
I would like to push you while you're on rollerblades
Oh, I would love that.
down a hill.
Oh, that's fine.
You can catch yourself.
I feel like you'd be good at it. You're very coordinated. You're a dancer. Yeah, you're light on your feet.
Were you good at it when you used to do it?
I don't know if good. It was just able.
You were the kid like you never at a roller skating party.
No, I'm a very careful kind of
I call
gal.
bullshit on that. I think you are so coordinated. I think that you are a natural athlete.
She's never gotten positive reinforcement. She just stops being funny.
I'm happy
She
forever.
just ceases to everything. Oh, I was talking to Billy Wayne Davis, who's a comedian, and he was asking me, he's like, he goes, I would like to make like $40 million and then just stop doing comedy. Would you stop doing comedy if you made a bunch of money?
That has like always been my thing of like my dad is always being like, you can tap out, like come move into the basement, we can live off your savings, like that, like we can live a frugal life. So that's definitely always been in my mind. But I think I've evolved out of that thinking lately into like I love what I do,
Yeah, it's
and
fun,
so
right?
it's like I always want to be doing something, and it might not be making money or whatever, but like the activity of what we do is like fun. So
Yeah.
I don't, but I used to really have that mentality of like I just want to get in and get out.
The thing is, we weren't making money when we were doing
That's true.
Wait, so I have
when
a
you
question.
make money, it's like less pressure because we're worrying about like bills and shit all the
Yeah.
time.
So let's say the proposition is, Annie, I'm going to give you 40 million today, but you can never do stand up
I
again.
would never take that.
Yeah, I can't imagine.
There's no
either of
amount.
you
I love doing
doing that.
stand-up.
But I definitely would fantasize about that. Like I would look at friends who had like a $5 million house. I'd be like, how is that house and moving somewhere affordable and just fucking live their lives out. But that now I'm like, that's not what I would want.
No, I would want to keep going. I
Keep
mean, we know a
working.
bunch of like rich people that have not
Yeah.
stopped.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's like cool to connect with people and stuff like that. But
You guys are artists.
I guess so.
You know, that's deeply embedded into like your constitution.
So
who
are
you are
you.
as a human. And so it's like I don't think that you will ever truly be happy if you weren't allowed to constantly express yourself in the way that you guys have for so
It's
long.
true.
I feel like with stand up, it's like I did it, wasn't going to stop when I was making no money. So why would I stop when I am making money?
I know. I was thinking about this the last week, like how we have this show and like we make money off of it now, and I was like, people probably don't really understand that, especially like Annie and I had been podcasting for free for 10 years to no one. Like we have been doing it
and stand up every night for like $15 at most.
So it's almost like, okay, we started this show, and within a year it's like super successful, but like we, you know, the saying like 10,000 hours, like we have been doing it. We did it for free.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, we're here because we want to be.
Kalila, why are you here?
You're the same thing, by the way. It's just you were more successful before us.
Yeah,
Not
what do
the
you
first
wanna
couple
do? What do you want to
years.
do now? What do you want to do now?
The first years of Tiger Belly, not a cent was seen.
Okay, so
Bryce was there in the beginning. Bryce was who hit us up and said, "Hey, what about George Kimmel as to produce the show?" And we had nobody, nothing, no ads, nothing. And I was like, "All right." And Jenna was like, "What about Gilbert to just press,
Gilbert's from Jenna?
yeah, just press play?" Because Bobby and I had recorded our first podcast. It was this amazing 2-hour one, and then I look over and I had a test record.
we've all been
And
there.
I was like, oh fuck. Like, and so I was like, we need just a person to press record. And I was like, hey Gilbert, do you know how to press record? And he was like, yeah. And then we spent
Hey,
weeks.
Gilbert, do you want to have the greatest, easiest job for the most amount of money ever? Hey, Gilbert, do you want to win the lottery right now?
But dude, what I found out later was that Gilbert is such a gem because he is such a savvy business person.
He also knows a lot of people.
He
also
is so
so
well
funny.
connected.
He knows
He's so talented and
everyone.
funny, and he's so just lovable. Like everyone loves him, right?
He was so funny on the live show. He is so funny.
Yeah, he is.
He is like the definition of the kind of guy that like they really interject, like they pick their spots and they just take the house down. So great.
naturally too.
Yes.
Like he never feels like he's trying that hard.
Yeah.
He just is. So I lucked out there. But the first couple of years, we were just doing it just to do it. We were like, fuck it. Bobby's like, I'm broke. My career's going nowhere. We might as well just do this. And so we did.
Yeah,
so
he told me
funny.
to start a podcast. He was like, when I was broke, I was going to pick up my checks in the Comedy Store office. And I was like, oh, thank God I got a main room, I was like living off of these.
Yeah.
And Bobby was like, are you broke? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, start a podcast. He's like, I didn't have anything going on before my podcast.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously he had stuff going on at some point, but it's like
At some point. But
Hollywood, that game where it's like waiting for the next gig
It's
is
horrible.
over.
that was,
Horrible.
yeah. That was a really painful, like that time for Bobby. When I first met him, I remember he was like auditioning for to do a sketch with a kid named Hamburger.
That was when I knew Bobby well, when he was like taking us out to Denny's and stuff, and it's like it was not good.
Right. And so
Didn't
I
seem
remember
good.
going to probably Denny's afterwards because we weren't into the high-end restaurants in the beginning because we didn't have a lot of money.
Yeah.
And so, but we couldn't say that out loud either. We can't say, hey, like, Bobby Lee's broke shit, but we couldn't afford a bigger home until like years later. But he had auditioned for this unpaid job, and I remember him saying, I need to get this. I really need this. This is gonna like change my career. And we always look back at that moment now, like crying hysterically, laughing, because it was just he felt like he was really in the pits. And I remember feeling like, I hope you get it, sweetie. I really hope. And getting on my hands and knees and saying,
Oh my
God, like give this one Bobby, please. And he didn't get it. So it's like, yeah, podcast was like, it was just a Hail Mary, but
Yeah.
also it was just like, what the fuck else are we gonna do? I know. But at that point, like I had fully decided I wasn't gonna work as a nurse and at all. I was like, fuck that, I'm not going that route. If my phone gets disconnected, let me suffer is what I told my mom. Let me suffer. I need to suffer so that maybe it will like, propel me into like moving and feeling something urgency in my life.
That's a real thing.
And that urgency was going to Sam, what do you call that? Sam Ash?
Oh.
And getting mics and being like,
yeah,
oh,
what is
fuck.
it called?
Yeah. And so that's the, those were the beginnings. Not fun. There's a lot of things I want to do in my life, and I think I'm finally feeling like ready. I have been ready for a while. But like I want to talk about it until it's already done.
Yeah.
Because you almost suck the juice and the joy out of it if you start telling everybody about things that when you can't even see the finish line yet.
Yeah.
I hold it close to my heart. These are things that I'm working on, and when it comes, to fruition, then I'll talk about it.
I'm the opposite.
Please be OnlyFans. Please be OnlyFans. Just kidding.
Only friends. Only friends.
Are OnlyFans dreams dead, right? Are OnlyFans dreams, are they dead?
I don't think
Ours?
so.
Yeah.
Well,
I saw something you might have liked. I was at the beach on Saturday, and there was an airplane dragging a sign. A girl, it says onlyfans.com/ and then her handle.
I love that. Good girl.
And me and my friends were like, oh my God.
That's amazing.
That's a great fucking move.
I know all these dads like with their kids.
Yes.
They're like,
With their kids at the beach, just,
they're like wiping the sand off. The sand off.
It's great
They're
marketing.
just burying their kids like, oh, daddy will be right
like
back.
a fucking cum and sand batter.
Ew.
So you're going to work out a bunch, and we can't call it a revenge body because there's no revenge. So we have to call it a just friends body.
The divorce diet is not what's happening to me. I've never been hungrier in my life.
Yeah.
That's all. I keep wanting to eat. So, when people are like, I'm sad, I can't eat a morsel. That has not been me at all.
That's okay. Good.
I'm
You're
hungry.
Maybe you've been, going through it enough that it's like.
You've been starved in many ways, Kalila, for that cock.
I just am not sure I want to see a guy in, I want to tie him up, just not in that position with the arms behind the back to the legs to the ankles. It's not a look that I'm into. It's
Guys,
like
my plane crush. I know what you're saying.
Your plane
it's like
crush?
my plane crush,
What?
my plane, dead plane guy.
oh, right.
So we stayed friends, and when I was single again, like I got in a relationship right after that. And then when we broke up, we had stayed friends, and it started to get like a little like, ooh, are we going to like hook up again? And he sent me a text that was so crazy. He told me he had one of those beds with, like bondage hooks on them, and I was like, stranger danger, no thank you. And he would send me like porn. He'd be like, this is the porn I'm watching, and it was always like women in ball gags getting like their pussies whipped. I was like, I'm not. I would like a regular sex first, but then I found this text he sent me, and he ended up blocking me. This is why I didn't go to his
sex
funeral.
first is such a good rule.
I didn't.
Such a good
I was like,
rule.
let's just do regular. Let's just see what if that like that before I'm
should-
getting my pussies beaten.
That's an amazing sentence.
Like
regular sex first.
I'll bring the purple, but you don't have to make it black and blue.
blur.
Wait, let me find it. Fuck, where is it? It's so good. It's just like the craziest.
That would be such a red flag for me if a guy was, without me asking,
Yeah.
saying like, here's a porn I'm watching. I'm like,
But it's just he was just into different things. So this was the text that he.
okay, read it out.
Okay, this is what he blocked me.
Sorry, R.I.P. by the way.
R.I.P. Nice guy. I would have gone to the memorial service, but I'm respecting his boundary of blocking me. I didn't want to-
That's smart. Yeah.
That's a good rule as well.
And I was going for nosy reasons. Like I didn't. What was I gonna do? Be like, except that's kind of a cool story to tell.
I would have gone, but
Him blocking you only made you come on stronger. She'd have thrown herself into the
I'd be
fucking
a
casket.
pallbearer.
On the ground with him, straddling him. Like, I didn't think this through.
One less kiss.
Your dad
baby.
saves you. Your dad saves you. He knows exactly where you are.
Picks me up, throws me in the car.
All right, so he goes, try to tonight as if we went to a high school reunion. I was like, oh.
What?
Everyone's bald and fat. That's what I was thinking. Everyone's like bald and fat. No thanks. He goes, I mean high school prom. Okay, now we're underage. And then you're all innocent. But then after the prom, I take you to this hotel with its own dungeon. I'm like, okay, buddy. Kid, I'm a child. I'm in high school. He goes, and you're scared because I miss my parents. You're scared, but you stay and you let me do whatever I want to you. You don't want to like it. I'm like, no, I don't.
I hate. Oh,
He goes, but
miss the mark.
you can't stop yourself from coming over and over again. especially with the clamps I have on your nipples. I'm like, what the
Oh
hell?
no!
Is it
How did we
squeezing
get
out the
there?
nipple?
We get there so fast with the nipple clamps.
And they goes, and the vibrator that is strapped in between your legs that I hold with the remote as I do other things to the rest of your body. Now I felt I was asleep when he sent this.
Sexting.
Wait, can
I'm
I just tell
sorry.
you? Can I tell you what I wrote when I woke up
Read
at
the room.
6:54 a.m. I died. And he was like, "Fuck you."
Is he blocked you after
He
that?
blocked me.
And you're just the one.
He blocked me after I posted that.
That is so.
I posted it online immediately.
His
The
worst
Jean
nightmare.
Benet joke was so good.
But
Great
you
joke.
texted the wrong girl.
Like this, you will live forever. Let me just tell you.
There are people who are very skilled at sexting, and people who are not will never get there, and that is an example of that could never.
But
Never like even get any blood flow in my pussy.
you have to. It has to be a girl that's into that
Yeah.
already.
Yeah, already,
Like
yeah.
a clamp. I don't want a clamp on my nipples.
Yeah, he's just it's not a match. He needed someone very different.
You gotta try pinching first before you gotta put a fucking potato chip clip on my fucking tits.
He was very unclear about his audience, is what it was.
And I was telling him too. I was like, I'm not. But that's nice. We love him.
R.I.P.
nothing but respect.
R.I.P. Quizno
Look,
boy.
I do that. I do. Because of what he did to me.
Oh, he did that to you?
No,
Oh.
I went like this, but he did. It was cute. It was just innocent.
We love you, Quizno boy. We really do.
Quizno. Quiz yes, I call him.
You guys, thank you so much for listening to this episode this week.
We will see you guys next week for a brand new episode. Make sure to subscribe. As always, comment. Because,
Carlos will read them. I'm done.
yeah. But we want to hear from you guys. So,
We love you. Come see us live.
see you next week. Big thanks to our sponsor, BetterHelp, easy and affordable online therapy.
Get 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/trashtuesday.
That's betterhelp.com/trash Tuesday for 10% off.
We're so excited about our new sponsor, Sakara. You guys, they're nutritionally designed chef breakfasts, lunches, and dinners are made with powerful plant-rich ingredients.
And Sakara is offering our listeners 20% off their first order when they go to sakara.com/trash Tuesday or enter code Trash Tuesday at checkout.
Hi, you guys. I'm back on the road, and I'm going to be in DC, Austin.
Howdy who, Austin, Texas. I'm coming straight to you to the Vulcan Gas Company on July 29th. 2 shows, 1 night only. Get your mother F tickets before they sell out. You see how I caught myself? And that's what you're going to see on the show. Just me catching myself. No, it's going to be the best. Get your tickets. It's going to be so fun. I can't wait to come to Austin. You can then see me after that. I'll be in Springfield, Missouri. I'll be in Pittsburgh. I'll be in Tempe. I'll be at the Caluso Casino in Caluso, California. I'll be in Kansas, Missouri. I'll be in Irvine, San Jose, Michigan, and Florida. Go to AnnieLetterman.com/shows to
Are you a shopaholic? Like Annie Letterman?
Are you a shopaholic?
That's such a fun question. That's
She's
such
a
a
wee.
question.
Do you love shopping?
I like it's very new to me. Like
What?
caring
Shopping?
about how I look.
This is you caring?
The-
No, I just
All
gotta
it
get
took was-
I gotta
all
get a
it-
level.
All it took was 5,000 YouTube comments to make her start.
No, I think your look is so
no,
cute.
this is so
No, you
much
should have
caring.
seen her.
The famous thing, which you always said that when I did my sets at the Comedy Store, it looked like I had just gotten out of bed. Like,
That sounds so much nicer than what I said. There's no way I said it like
yeah,
that.
you should, you know what? You look.
I told you you look like an aborted.
that was recently. Yeah, that's not my fashion though. That's my aura.
No, your vibe is
That's your core.
Esther. Okay, so a little background on Esther is Esther has many family members that were supposed to be aborted. in
Oh,
her family.
what? Supposed to be aborted? How do you?
You have 2.
Like your mom just goes around. You're not supposed to be here.
No, there's a lot of like early young pregnancies. I'm half very
Oh.
white trash, so
Oh.
like People just get
I
pregnant.
think you're all or none. I don't know if white trash. I think it literally kills whatever else is in there.
Jewish.
It will destroy your Jewishness.
You think
It will
no,
bring
please
you
don't
down
say
into-
that. Please, that's
I had to crawl out of white trashness my whole life. I say to my husband is like, he's so consumed with being white trash. It's his every move in life, you know? And I'm always like, we gotta get out of this.
Her husband has been chewing Nicorette for 16 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, that's pretty garbage.
Yeah.
It's like not supposed to go that way.
No, you're supposed to just
Right?
kind of
Yeah,
get off
yeah.
From what I assume.
Yeah.
So you're married to a stand-up comedian.
Yes.
You are both stand-up comedians.
Yes, we're better than you. Sorry. It's just what it is.
Esther got engaged to a writer, a comedy writer, but he's not a fan of hers, so she never gets the part. She gets like one-liners here and there.
Oh my God.
But she really had an angle. She really had a good
I really
angle.
tried. No, my thing was like I was not attracted to men that wanted to be on camera, but still understand
Right.
what
Yeah,
we
I
do.
think that's right.
So writer was like the target.
The lowest thing you could go.
She went pretty low. No, well, Bonnie was the one I went to the Independent Spirit Awards with.
Oh my
And the
God.
after
that.
party, she goes, I go before her.
my
I got there
God.
before her. They were still like finishing up.
No, can I just
You
tell
tell,
a little
yes,
bit?
please.
Okay, so I was the head writer. at the Awards.
Shit.
So I thought I was a total in for the party. I called somebody and they were like, I don't know if we can get on the list. I was like, what? I wrote it, you know.
Yeah.
And then he was like, well, say you're a writer. So then I got to the door. And then I told Annie to say she was a writer, which in looking back is so funny that I would make her have to say something so horrific to get into a party.
Think that they would give a fucking shit about the writer.
I had no idea. I was still like living this belief
she
that
still-
I was important in some way.
She also dressed like a writer. She had like a beanie
I had to
on
work
and, like,
that
She had like
day.
2 backpacks on when she went to the park.
I'm very curious to ask you about, which is that you are one of the rare showbiz who's in like a
What could
very
possibly be coming?
a very long-term successful relationship.
Well, I don't know about successful. Get in there. Things
Is
are-
that true?
Yes.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah. It is a life changer.
Did
I
you-
still have to fuck him, but
Your room to get fucked, or do you go to his?
I go to his room and then
He
So
gets
you know what's
fucked?
gonna happen when you go to his room. It's like
that's
you're
where
at
the
a
lube
festival.
is.
if you're at a festival and you go to a man's room, you know what's gonna happen.
Yes, yes. Well, I got drunk the other night, and we went back to the hotel. And I was like, "Oh, God, let me give you a blowjob." Please, I haven't seen the.
It was before they got back to the
I
hotel.
can only do it if people are watching. But no, he was like, "No, go to bed."
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Rich
turned me
is
down.
sober, so he was like,
He's grossed
my
out. but-
drunk wife.
Yes, how dare you?
She was very flirty though.
Whoa.
I was doing
She
a lot
was
of
drunk at the comedy store. She was like, hi,
When I get drunk, Hey,
hi you. It was
Ugh,
cute.
So embarrassing.
Did you see anyone you banged back in the day at the comedy store?
I mean, there's been so many.
Did you date other comics besides Rich?
Yes. I only did outside of your field.
I
And are the
agree with
comics-
that. That's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
what are you going
did
to
a
talk
good
about? You can talk about your
own set. And
talk about something you like. Speak of you.
type.
Yeah.
That's how,
Esther's about to
you're like,
come for Rich.
my husband sells the machines. So when you're on a plane, she was telling me on a plane,
I can diagnose people on planes if they have sleep apnea.
I do it with autism. I was doing it last night.
you're like, I noticed you weren't looking me in the eye.
I go, you're looking like a little
Are you
past me,
serious?
shifty-eyed. Yeah, this kid has autism. Look, our journey, but I'm like, I can save you a little time. I'm not breaking HIPAA violations here. I'm just letting you know that if you were to go get tested, they will tell you spectrum. You're there.
I had to go to party. He had to go to a special school.
Can't be in regular
No,
society.
no. It was like,
Special school.
but we had
Yeah.
fun bullying him, and
was
you know,
great.
this is the thing about bullying. I feel like honestly, people, you never get that like the opposite side, like the feel goodness of being a bully. You know what I mean? Like I left there with a little bounce in my step.
Honestly, I identify as a bully, and I feel like we're being
discriminated
being silenced.
against.
We're being silenced.
Interesting. I don't have much to add to that.
Yeah,
you better not.
You have so much to add a bully, Esther. Don't ever say that. Don't ever sell yourself. Don't ever sell yourself.
My bully instinct's
4'11".
coming out.
Sorry.
No, Esther's the best to be bullied.
I do appreciate it because it's like not bullied, but I think like a playful,
a playful negging.
playful fist.
Oh wait, I have to show you guys. So I'm doing my set in Texas. I have my show on the 29th, so I'm pandering to the Texas audience. Everyone comes to the on the 29th. Okay?
Do you start by singing the Star Spangled Banner?
I do. I get my gun out. I shoot a fetus. Or no, wait, you want them to live. I shoot a doctor who's trying to kill the fetus.
Yes.
And then I accidentally shot the fetus, but they forgive you.
Yes.
They like the guns more than the fetus, right?
From the 60s.
So then
The gun is higher than the fetus.
I save the fetus with prayer. And then, but, okay, so I got more, but you know, the gun that I want to use to pander, I brought here.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I filled it with oat milk.
I'm a vegan.
I filled it with oat milk.
I'm
You a little tempted? She's thirsty.
I'm okay on this. Please don't spray me.
I'm not going to spray you, but if
Okay.
you open your mouth, I will give you a little lick. I'll give you a little drippy.
It's so funny because
This is chlamydia.
every once in a while, like Dave will be what's it called, watering plants, and
I won't spray you. You're so scared.
I'm
I will
so
not
scared.
spray
Is that
you.
what people call it?
and he'll be like, "What would happen if I just sprayed?" Because everyone
A
knows.
divorce. A divorce.
Yes.
A divorce.
Thank
Like
you.
Dave, when Dave sprays you, it's because he's trying to get you to break up with him.
That's a good thing. I should be.
We're all
aware.
there with you. We're all, for some reason, you're like, why is it here?
It does look like cum. Like on the table, there's like two
Come here.
driblets.
Wait, will you drink some?
Yeah.
Oh, come here.
Carlos.
Carlos, how bad do you want to be a part of this goddamn show?
I'm on the show.
That's what I'm saying. How bad do you want to be a part of it? You could very easily not be on it.
Down, down,
Is this gonna get us demonetized?
Duh.
Wait, hold on. I'm wearing the Celine's.
This is so, it's like the least gay thing you've done, honestly, but I'm so sorry to tell you. I'm diagnosing you with autism.
What
Look, wait.
is happening?
I like that it's
Oh,
like,
God, I got his eye.
She
I
didn't
want
even
you-
try to get me in the mouth.
I did, but I'm not facing you. It's hard to
Carlos.
have.
shirt.
You gotta buy another one, you rich piece of shit. Carlos's parents are rich.
Oh.
Bonnie is down.
it's oat milk because I can't do it with real. I'm a vegan, so I
Can
don't
you not
swallow.
do it with condom? Yeah.
No, I won't do it. I'm trying to save the planet. You know, I'm not.
Let's
gonna...
just say I'm not a vegan. Ah. I like to keep my children inside me.
Yes, yes.
Why does oat milk taste like the full cereal? It tastes like a full cereal.
It's got sugar in it.
Yeah.
It has sugar in it? I kill myself.
What? Carlos kills you.
Carlos, there's sugar in that.
There's
Is that why
also
you
a
miss
gun
it?
next to a gun lighter.
I always forget about it.
Yeah.
This
Here's
is a
your host, Howdy Annie.
howdy, kids. Do you know what oat milk is? Kids, this is circle time. Hats are so annoying.
Wait, I want circle time.
Do you know I was a nursery school teacher?
Wait, what
every
job
time
have you not done?
I sound like a pathological liar because I had a,
Because you're a pathological liar. That's the only thing you've ever told
remember
us.
when you
the
told me I
truth.
was a sociopath?
Wait, what?
I said it.
Bonnie and I had a weird week of our friendship.
Tell me everything.
I didn't say it in anger. I said it with like respect. I was like, "You're gonna make it because you're a sociopath."
And I went, I just want to say I was censored
But the
by the
gun is
men.
better than the.
Women were just censored by 1.5 men. Okay. They are not letting me have my weapon, my self-defense weapon.
If you say I'm
Oh my-
gay, then you're saying gay people are half men.
I never said you were gay.
Okay.
I just said maybe you should consider it.
Being gay?
If you were full
It's not
gay,
a
you'd be
choice.
full.
You're born that way.
Well, you know what's crazy is when I was little, my dad sat me and my sister down at the
And started making out with a guy.
dining table.
He just started tonguing down a dude. It was so weird.
He
And
said, "Don't worry, it's oat milk."
He literally was like, I would like both of you to seriously consider lesbianism.
Wait,
With
how
each
old were
other?
you?
No. No, but now I look back and I'm like, what was that moment? Was it a joke? Was it a tease of me? They used to make fun of me that I would download naked pictures of girls. Like, I don't know what that really was about.
Why would he didn't know about that?
No, they did. They all knew behind my back.
But then why was he telling you to try lesbianism?
That's what
you
I'm
already
trying
were
to-
trying.
That's what I'm figuring out in my as live
You've
real
been
time.
trying lesbianism for a long time.
I've-
To the point where it goes,
it's not really the trial phase.
yeah, it's like, let's get rid of this guy. Why is there this guy here? There's just this pesky man in your life.
Yeah,
just
because
ruining
there's
everything.
the right, like you're basically just it's not that you're straight. You're just still like to have the patriotic approve you.
Yeah. Yes. I want to be.
Wants guys to want to eat her pussy.
Yes.
Yes, that's the dream.
Guys, we figured it out. That's our new name. We eat pussy, but we want you to want to eat our pussies.
It's like a little
The
triangle.
podcast.
The podcast. Very short.
It's such a good name. Now, are we getting bloodbath?
Annie.
I have a really important question. I got a DM from Nicole the Pole, who I told you guys about.
Oh.
Nicole the Pole is a pole. I want to call her an artist. She's a pole artist.
Okay.
Okay. She,
Oh, okay.
Her shoulders are bigger than
I was
the ankle
thinking
I
like
was.
Polish.
Yeah, she's a Polish.
You are
dancer.
white trash. That's what you thought.
I
Oddly
like those
enough.
sausages.
She thought I was about to do like a joke about how they don't know how to tie their shoes or something.
Wait, Honey, where did you grow up?
Alberta, Canada.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's a farm girl.
Yeah. I have a book. It's called "You're Better Than Me," and you can find out. Yes.
Esther will read it. She's a fan.
I will. No, I'm like,
She's a fangirl.
I have like a thing with female comedians. Like, I get like,
Do you see how her
You want
heel
us to want to eat your pussy?
her heel is like in her vagina. You see that?
Oh, look, there's a.
whoa,
Oh, look at that.
Bonnie McFarlane, you're better than
Look at
me.
that kid.
I'm also the girl right below it. But,
Look at that. What's that? What the hell is that? Why did that show up for yours?
that's me. I don't know.
Oh my god.
I do want to know more about like sustaining a long-term relationship. Because I feel like,
You know what it is? It's just don't break up.
right?
It's
Yeah.
literally accept everything. The thing is, like, obviously, Rich is one of the most annoying people on the planet.
Yep.
But he's not a compulsive gambler. He's not drugs. He's not like. Do you know what I mean? Like it's
Sorry,
like
Esther. It's not looking good for you.
it's like there's certain things that would throw you off the path.
Yes,
You know?
right. That's true. Like drug addict, alcoholic. It's like, but what is your advice for not getting broken up with?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I just married someone who could never do any better. So
That's what Esther did. Esther's whole stand-up special was about that pretty much.
Is it really? I don't even remember.
A lot of it was like you would see Dave like laughing, but also kind of like, "Aw."
But I do think that's good advice to go for someone who you know can't do better than you.
I think most guys get there anyway because I think honestly most guys are codependent. So unless they meet someone else, you're kind of good. Do you know what I mean? Like
But
they'll leave you for someone else.
I will tell you though, even though we think we're finding people that can't do better than us, when you do release the guy that you pulled up, girls saw you with them, a caliber of girls that was never in their realm of possibility.
Right.
And they might not be better than you if you have the right self-esteem. No one's better than you, right? But you can get pretty close. Like they're not going back to what they were dating before you.
Almost like Pete Davidson dating Ariana Grande.
100%.
Like,
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
opened
it
up
is.
the floodgates.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
But no, I
right.
think it was first he dated what's the woman Matt Rice dated too? Kate
Beckinsale.
Beckinsale.
Oh, yeah.
Was that before Ariana?
Yeah.
No way. No.
Cassie.
She's cute too.
Yeah.
Cassie,
So
yeah.
that's like, yeah, that's an interesting theory.
I
Like,
heard he's been eyeing up Oprah.
He texted me about a friend of mine once. He texted me about a friend of mine, And he was like, and I, because Carly asked me, was like,
Say she's married to Rich Voss.
and I go, listen, she's not quitting. She said one thing about her relationship. She's not going to break up.
Yeah.
You were right. Cassie David came before Ariana Grande.
Wait,
No,
it was
she said
Cassie.
Kate
But what about
Beckinsale.
Kate Beckinsale?
That's after
Oh.
Ariana.
There's Beckinsale.
Who's he going to go to after Kim?
There's nowhere to go after
Margaret.
Kim,
That's what I'm saying. Nope.
except for Kylie. Right?
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
Kylie would make more sense than Kim to me.
Well, age-wise.
He dated this girl? Jeez.
You know, I obviously, sorry, I worship Kim Kardashian, like, in my private time, please respect my privacy. Please, I don't bring that here, but just,
Bring it here so much. She's always like, do you know what I saw on TikTok? Kim Kardashian. That's always the sentence.
but like, so it's hard for me when I see the picture she's posting of her and Pete, I'm like, when we all met Pete, he was a child.
He was 15.
So I see him as a little boy and I'm like, what am I looking at? This is so weird.
This is like when I go back to visit Todd's family and his mom tries to send me like pictures of him. I'm
From like 4 years ago.
I was renting cars
He loved
legally.
these pajamas.
I was renting cars and living in the rental car while this boy was getting his first bike. It's like, I can't love.
I do have that experience
Getting
with
his
people I follow on,
Like,
like cool girls I follow on TikTok where I'm like, oh, these are like my peers. And then like this is me 3 years ago and they're little kids. And
Yeah.
I'm like, this is
Right.
weird. Am I going to jail?
you look like this.
Thank you.
Oh my God. We should do a. What do you want to? I'm putting this out into the universe. If there's any comedy writers that want to take anything. Remake.
Yes.
Okay. Where she's on.
Can I see you guys standing next to each other? I see the poster. Oh my god.
My God.
I love it. I love it.
You have tall blonde privilege. Like, it is so a crazy thing that you.
And I also look like all of the popular boys in middle school, so I had like silver chair privilege.
But it's
and-
almost like you made yourself, like, the way you behave to, like, want to equal the playing field. So
Yeah.
you're like.
Well, my brother was slower than me. No, I looked like shit, and you know, you don't grow into your.
Although I saw you on FaceTime last week without makeup, and I was like, she's pretty stunning without makeup.
I really thought a joke was coming. I was like, yeah. Just up out of the swamps, I see.
No.
You must be new to the show. The
I was
people
like-
that are still expecting a joke to come out.
All this
Esther will like set a thing up, and then she'll look at me, and I'm like, "That's right, girl. I love that."
Well, she took the beat. She was like, and then you even did like the little smile, like, "Ooh, it's gonna be bad." Like, you're hot.
And this is when she figured out she was a squirter.
How do you have like sex advice, like for? I feel like I've been wanting to talk
Missionary
about long-term relationships, but
Missionary.
then literally Kalila and Bobby broke up, so I'm like, now I have someone
Yeah,
to
ask
talk
me.
about it with.
Ask me anything.
Well,
I
Kalila
like
can
being
give
the-
us advice on long-term relationships.
That's true.
At 10 years, dip. but stay.
Dip but stay.
Kalila right now is going with Bobby to get ketamine treatment.
Oh,
Right now, that's where she is.
Yeah.
Right now, Kalila's in a K-hole. She's like, is this me or the clouds?
Do you think she's thinking of us?
Listen, Esther, it's not a good thing if she's thinking about us. Tonight. It's really bad.
she's like,
It was just a
Bonnie
work-
better not be in my chair.
Now, a word from our sponsor, BetterHelp.
You guys, mental health has been a big theme in this podcast.
Big
only
theme.
because we are not immune to days of feeling down, days of feeling anxious.
Well, no,
Let
I
me
have a
just
question.
say, one time I FaceTimed Kalila and she just said, we're all just broken people trying to keep it together.
And we are.
And we are.
Well, I have a question. How well would you take care of your car if it was the only one you had your whole life? And that is where it's coming from me because I have only had one car my whole life.
And you
up
did
until
not
recently.
take good care of it, even a little bit.
But your brain is you have just one the whole time you're here, and you should take care of it, and you can by using BetterHelp.
BetterHelp is easy and affordable online therapy. I swear by therapy, it has been an indispensable. I like to write down my thoughts during the week. In between therapy sessions, you can start talking to a counselor in just under 48 hours. And if it's not a match, you can switch to another counselor.
It's also much more affordable than in-person traditional therapy.
And if you're not in the mood that week to speak to someone on video, you have the option for just a phone call.
And also just how fast you can do it is so important, because I feel like I'm one of these people, this is one of the things I do work on in therapy, is when there's something I need to do that I know is going to be good for me, my ego fights it so much and I distract myself. So if there's one thing like, oh, I don't know where I'm going to park when I go to this office, I will just not do the whole thing. So the fact that BetterHelp makes it so easy and it's just kind of packaged together for you and you can just do it all from your own home is just key.
And it's like one small step to the bigger goal of improving your life.
And our listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/Trash Tuesday. That's betterhelp.com/Trash Tuesday.
Do you guys ever engage or dabble in like role play or like spicing things up?
Well, we have definitely tried, but he's incorrigible. No, it becomes too laughy.
Yeah, okay, you're
Then
both
we're
too
like,
silly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, he's ridiculous. He's
Really?
insane.
That
Does
can be
he
fun,
chew
though.
Nicorette when you guys have sex?
I mean, I sometimes have to remind him to take it out. I swear to God, because I don't know if you know this, but when you chew Nicorette, they put it in their top lip. They just leave it there, so they can. I don't know why that happens.
Get more of the...
They're not just chewing it all the time. They're just letting it seep out through the top lip. So sometimes he forgets it's there. And then I'm like, why is that pussy stuck together?
Yeah, you're like, why is this? That actually happened to me. My ex-boyfriend was chewing Big Red.
Stop.
I swear on my life, he was chewing Big Red.
That's what she calls her pussy. And then what?
I call it that 1 week a month, Bonnie. The rest of the time, I just call it Big. But after the character Big, because it's,
Yes.
you know,
A child.
sometimes it... No, not from the show Big. That's so funny. Yes, from the movie Big. It's named after Tom Hanks's character because
I like to think
it's
of it
in a
as
child's body.
it doesn't have hair.
Yeah, I never grew hair.
Wait, okay, I have another question. 'Cause you have a child,
Yeah.
which is like
Oh
a
shit. Yeah.
huge deal.
She's a momic.
Oh, yeah.
You're not. I'm kidding.
I didn't even know that until a couple of weeks ago you brought that up.
Well, I just saw one woman.
I never heard that term before.
I don't want to be judgy because everyone picks their path and everything, but there were these comedians that were coming after. This used to happen all the time at the Comedy Store. They would post like the lineup, and then these like, you know, usually there were like older female comedians that weren't like I've never met. They haven't been around in a while.
Right.
Will
Oh, were they
go
taking care
crazy.
of their children?
They're
Oh.
probably taking care of maybe your children. I've never seen
Terrible.
you with your daughter. Seen to make it
Well,
work.
I just don't have one. I just have been
never
like-
seen you with her. Well, we can tell you have a kid because you're wearing her clothes, but
She would cry if she heard you say that. She'd be like, I would never.
her daughter's into like slutty clothes age.
Wait,
Clothes age.
really?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
dresses
she's
like
either
me.
wearing like an oversized T-shirt where it looks like she's not wearing any pants. I'm always like, can you just like tuck it in a little on the sides? She goes, people know I'm wearing shorts under here, but it does. It's like, well, you know.
They're
I
checking.
feel like
to see
I've
is
had
the
that
problem.
exact conversation with Dave. Like, he's like, it looks like you're not. It looks like a mistake.
You're like, I'm sorry, I got a toddler too. I thought it would be short enough that you could see my shorts.
Now, okay, so last week on our episode, we decided that we were going to have self-worth summer.
Uh-huh.
Like, we all need to like build up our self-worth. And I
Yes.
feel like since you have a child who's
Yeah.
like entering like slutty clothes
Yeah,
age,
yeah.
like, how would you advise maybe two other young ladies
With slutty clothed girls.
to have like self-worth? Like, do you have any, how do you build up self-worth?
Well, first of all, my daughter's 14. Her OnlyFans is off the chain, so she's getting a lot of
Do you
a
get
lot of
10%?
financial.
You're her Kris Jenner. Do you
Yes.
get have you got the sex tape ready?
Yeah.
For that, the moment you have your own countdown for when
Oh,
she turns
she's
18?
gonna have a baby. I mean, it's gonna be a whole thing. This is the thing. Is like I used to take her with me. Like having a child is not as hard as people make it
I
out to be.
love-
First of
What?
all, it's not.
Only person
It's
that's ever
like
said
Shut up.
I mean, I do think people try to, oh my God. Like I did, there's times where you can't sleep as much. And obviously, but we used to lay in bed together and drink coffee when she was little. Like, it's not like.
You gave her coffee?
I mean, I didn't
Are you
coffee.
a bad mom or a good mom?
No, I'm a good mom. But she wasn't drinking coffee. I was trying to think of a joke, but
It was spiked, yeah.
No, it fucks her heroin. But no, she is like super cool, super fun. When she was a baby, I went like this. I swear to God. I was like to the heavens, I go, please give me a 10 p.m. to 10 a.m. baby. And then she just started going to bed at 10 p.m. and waking up at 10 a.m. And then people would be livid, like when they found out. Well, I remember somebody came over and I was up and Raina was still sleeping. She was like, get that baby up. She's like, like Raina was dead or something. But then at the parks and stuff, you'd have people be like, well, for lunch. And I'd be like, oh yeah, us too. Meanwhile.
It was breakfast.
Just had breakfast, yeah. It's like,
you
do have to lie a lot as a parent. That's the other thing. Yeah.
Do you feel like
there's like a lot of lying?
I mean, it's like, because there's like, I just don't engage that much in a lot of the like mom shit that goes on.
Like her getting her period and stuff. You just like let her figure it out.
She is friends with someone who has two moms, both gynecologists, and every day I go, I hope you get it at their house.
Yeah, please God.
I let them show you how to put a tampon in.
You should put blood in her underwear before she goes over.
This is like you're the mom we need to hear.
I'm Guess who I talk to every day?
Her.
Yeah. Inspiration.
Wow.
Guess what else she does? I'm outing you.
What?
Guess what else she does?
What?
Mary Lou Rodriguez.
Hypnotism.
She does hypnotism.
I don't.
I don't care what she says.
No, I do.
I'm outing her.
I'm joking. I started doing hypnosis years and years and years and years ago.
She started. Actually, I forgot to say. Bonnie started hypnosis.
Wait, so what is your hypnosis?
It's a magic pill.
Why? Can you like?
I don't know. It just like I read years and years ago. I was living in Los Angeles and I would come and stay at this guy's place in New York and he would stay at my place in LA and I would read all his books and he had all these books on hypnosis for some reason. And so
was he trying to bang you?
No.
Did you ever use one of his things as a yoni egg?
I don't know what you're talking about.
One of the like, you're getting sleepy.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if there's a pendulum.
No.
You never put it in your pussy and squeezed it?
Yes, of course I
Okay.
did. We did. And
you never kegled on it?
Yes. I've only kegled twice, but that was one of the times. So then I just started doing it, and it's literally like magic. It's like a weird thing that happens. And this one had all different, like this one, the hypnosis that I first started doing was way different than the hypnosis that I do now. But it was like, I don't know, you just put into your head. So it would say like one of the things was like, you imagine you have a big pot. Your head is a big pot, and you put in the stuff that you want, like confidence. Now stir it around, see the words going in. It was like this whole thing, and then I don't know, it just worked. It's so weird.
That the guy, like, what did he learn when he was staying in your house?
No, I know he was
like how to garden. Like, what bullshit books did you have? How to garden in 20 minutes. How to garden with a kid in your arms.
What's interesting to me is that sounds very similar to an exercise I did in therapy, like that I never would have considered hypnosis or called it hypnosis, but it's like kind of
no, that wasn't therapy. When the witch told you to get in the pot,
yes,
stir in your
around.
She turned me into a rat just for the weekend. I would love to be a rat for a weekend. I don't know why.
Well, you've been making a play for that for a while. The not showering, the greasy hair, it really works.
So fun to be a little rat in a box and like you could, like I feel like I would be
very easily done. This is a fantasy many people have already thought of. I'll even poke holes in the box.
Are you gonna wear one of those furries?
I would.
Yeah.
No, show her your bush. She doesn't need it.
I got a wax yesterday.
Can I see?
Yeah.
She has like, it looks like there should be a penis involved
I
with
was
her
thinking
pubes. Bonnie and I don't do this.
I'm so
that, like, because
You
I
don't
have
to see it.
because we do a podcast with Girl Talk, like now all these people know my wax schedule of when I'm hairy and when I'm not.
What, once every 10 years? Oh, you got it all waxed off?
Yeah, I only get it all. Do you ever?
Let me see the bottom part.
No.
Let me see it. Let me see it. Let me see what it looks like for myself. We have similar.
let's warm up at the
Bonnie
end
and
of
I
the
don't
episode.
show each other vaginas or anything. We've not been that type of friends.
Oh, that's like
Esther and I were
neon,
like day one.
like
Yeah,
a big
no, I'm
special
not that
if I show
into
it.
I like a little distance in my friendships. Sorry. I'm Canadian. We're a little cold.
But do you wax and leave some? If you,
I usually leave a Dorito.
Like a legitimate Dorito.
Yeah, no, I leave a Dorito.
That's your wax.
Cool Ranch. Speaking of rats, I have one in my underwear eating the chip.
I did the wax.
They call it spotted tattooey.
The wax was so
Yeah.
was so painful. No one wants to see how painful it was. It was so painful. I was sweating, and afterwards I realized I think I'm addicted to getting bikini waxes because
Yes.
No,
that's
everything-
why people are addicted to tattoos too.
Wait,
Like the pain, then you get like your dopamine
You should
or
take
whatever.
a shot to the mouth.
Yes.
It'll feel
Yes.
You're scared of it.
Yes.
Esther, just
No,
look
no,
at her hands. Like, this is so real. Look at her hands. They're quivering. Are you scared of this? If it was a vagina, would you be into it?
no.
Oh, this dance is so you can spring out of the chair. Why did you change?
When people are pointing things that squirt at me, like I get very uncomfortable. Like I can't podcast. I can't do anything.
Is Dave usually trying to podcast when he does it? He's like, are we rolling? Okay. He's like, oh, we're doing the ads? The mid-roll? Okay.
But wait, so people, I literally felt like I got a free high. Like I got high without having to do weed. I was so high from the intense pain. What other things? Is that why
Eating
you
hot
Yes!
chips. Do you ever eat
Yes!
Takis? That's what
You
Takis
eat
do.
peppers, eating bugs, all of it. You face your fears.
just like feel like I just
Got
figured
it.
you out? Like I understand you
Yes,
now.
that's all I do is I put myself in painful, weird situations so afterwards I can go, ah.
So after you eat a bug, you feel like a
Yeah.
high?
Wait, are you eating bugs?
Yeah.
This is something I don't know.
Yeah,
About.
we eat bugs. Oh,
On this show.
you try to mirror her?
I want to do it too.
Her and Kalila will eat and they'll eat anything.
Ew.
Yeah, I know. Ew.
But
yeah.
you're vegan, right?
No, I was.
Oh
and
my God. For
Oh,
how long,
God.
bitch? 2
I-
minutes?
Jeez.
2 minutes at a time.
How could someone be a vegan and then go back? That's what
She
I
wasn't.
don't get.
She was a
I
fucking
could be
Netflix
dying
vegan.
and I wouldn't.
She was a Netflix vegan. She saw one documentary. She tried to be
Oh
cool.
my
Some pretty girl
God.
told her she was a vegan.
Okay, I was
This is gonna-
that is all
No,
true.
a pretty girl. Esther and I used to follow pretty girls around the grocery store to see what was in their cart and then ask them what they did. One woman
Right.
took us into her apartment and showed us all this food
No.
in her fridge. Yeah.
And what was it? Vegan food?
it was weird.
It was like
it was like
injectable.
heroin.
Like she was turned out
She
she
did
was
self Botox.
yeah
Oh God.
She also
that's-
ended up being her boyfriend's nurse.
and this woman was like, I'll just say a big titted woman.
She had big fake tits.
I was like, you're his. This is who
Tattoos.
he sees
I
every
feel like
8
that's
weeks.
some body shaming right there. I'm sorry.
She showed us her fake tits like immediately.
They were great. Love her.
I know. We gotta get Kalila to get fake tits again. We need
That's
tits
where
in the
you
crew.
go.
We need tits in the crew.
Wait, she hates fake tick.
She had them and got them taken out.
Oh,
But it's like you're
that's like
single again. Put 'em back
detransitioning.
in.
It is weird.
Yeah. What was it like to grow up as a boy?
I grew up. I did want to be a boy. I wouldn't wear shirts.
Really?
Do you know that about
Nobody
me?
noticed either.
I would only have really short hair. And I remember like playing with these my mom was a teacher, so we went to the school during summer, and then there was these kids out there playing, and then I was playing with them, and then all day we played. And then when we went inside, I went to go in the girls' bathroom. They're like, "That's the girls!" And I was like, "Oh, I am."
No, they used to think I was a boy all the time.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
It's because I just identified with my father, I think, who had the power in the family, you know?
Still does, huh?
So then I was like,
I definitely was against. I was very resistant against like all girly things. Like my mom always wanted to put me in a dress. I would never allow it.
But do you think if she didn't want you in a dress, you would have liked dresses?
I think that's totally possible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I do like them now. Like for the first time, I'm like, oh, I want to.
We like you in them too.
Thank you.
oh my God.
We
Like,
like when Esther
sometimes
girls up.
When Dave sees me in a dress, he like almost will tear up. He's like,
Oh my
it's
God.
like such a big deal to him.
Esther had a glow up. Let me tell you. Sometimes I look at our old episodes together and I go, because I was
I
always
had a-
dressing up.
I
No,
like that we style.
But it was different. No, we had a glow up. But
We've all had a glow up.
But I at least was putting on like I was always wearing like a costume or something.
That's true.
You would come in like it's like a potato
pajamas?
rolled into my house, and I put it on my show.
Yeah.
It's weird. Like, I did not care about how I presented myself until like 3 weeks ago. Like, there's something.
And she would always be like,
What
Andy,
happened?
let's just do the podcast now. And I'm like, I have to do at least 20 minutes of
Yeah,
makeup.
and I would
you'd be
always
like,
be
what are you talking about? I'm like, be camera ready, bitch. I couldn't believe it. Camera ready.
I remember-
Or put your glasses on at least. Bonnie looked like shit this morning.
Do I shy you take my glass out?
You should do it for a
You
little
look
bit.
beautiful.
You want to do both?
Oh my God, you're hot.
She's so hot.
Oh my God. Guys.
She's hot.
Wait, you're totally right. I remember being at your apartment and I'd be like, let's start the podcast. And you're like, Esther, like,
I'm like, Esther, I need at least 45 minutes to get these eyelashes on.
I think this is my dad's fault. I think my dad would like train me that like being ready fast is like a skill. Because he would always have to wait for my mom. And, like, he'd be annoyed.
Do you take less
Right.
time than Dave?
Yeah.
Dave has to like unhook all of his. He just wears it around the house.
No, that's like, I feel like that's one of my little mini skill sets I like to brag about is like, I can be ready in 5 minutes to go
Yeah.
and do anything.
Yeah, it's so annoying though when you need 10. The 5 minutes is painful when Esther's ready and you're not.
Yeah, but like 5 minutes is like, that's the most I can do. Like, I don't know what else. Like, I can't do eye makeup like that. or
Yeah, you're
anything.
weirdly
I
skilled
take
at
it
it.
fast.
Yeah.
I do it
That's-
fast, yeah.
That's what never makes sense to me about you. Is like, how are you good at girly
I
things?
was a baby slut. Okay, so my mom did a different thing where she tried to make me a boy. So then I tried being a boy to get her attention and it actually didn't work. She traded me off the boys' baseball team. I mean, she really was like, no, I didn't mean I like I like people that aren't you, Annie.
Right.
It just was the opposite of you. So then when I realized I wasn't going to get her attention that way, I rebelled against it. And then I got like really girly and very slutty because I didn't have like a mom who was like feminine to teach me that you don't have to be like a slut to be feminine.
Right.
I like didn't
You're
know.
just trying to get that attention.
Yeah, like I didn't know. So I dressed like a baby slut. But I was always doing my makeup, like crazy amounts of makeup in high school and stuff.
Yeah, you're very good at it, and it always is like weird to me. I'm like, aren't you supposed to be like an ugly comedian? Like we're like,
Anymore.
yeah, no, I like
Oh,
that.
I'm still doing it.
I have to say, I can't believe we're being sponsored by Sakara. It's one of my favorite hot girl foods. And I do think that like how you feel starts with how you eat. And when I eat Sakara, I know that I'm in a reset. I'm feeling my best. I'm feeding my body all of the best nutrition that it needs. And it's been by someone else. Someone else put in all the effort and all the research and all the time and all the ingredients, and then I just get to eat it.
And this is coming from the girl who does nothing. So
Sakara's plant-rich, ready-to-eat meals and functional wellness essentials nourish your body with whole, organic ingredients that retrain your palate and help you break up with your sweet tooth for good.
oh, she's breaking up with everything sweet.
I'm breaking up with my sweet tooth too.
Oh,
When you nourish your body, you can transform your life. And with Sakara's plant-rich meal delivery program and functional wellness essentials, you can be in the driver's seat of your own health and experience true transformation.
I'm
This
not
is
gonna
gonna-
lie, their protein bars are pretty freaking good.
no, this is going to be great for your breakup bud. This is good timing.
Right. You guys, if you're going through a breakup like me, go get Sakara today.
Sakara is a wellness company that's anchored in food as medicine, on a mission to nourish your body through the power of plants. And I know that might, like, it could be, but food is medicine, and like all of their ingredients are so carefully selected to have a function and a purpose in your life. Makes your skin glow better, you know, it makes you feel good, your digestion. So again, I always like it when I do a little reset with Sakara. I'll do 3 days here, 5 days there, and then I just feel my best. I don't have to make decisions about what I'm going to make. Oh, will this have this ingredient? Whatever. No, it's all there, figured out for you.
And it's not like you're just throwing things together. These crafted breakfasts, lunches, dinners. And they
And-
are so good, you guys.
I definitely like their metabolism bars. Like, I don't really understand why they're called that. I don't need to understand it. They just taste good and they make me feel good.
And right now, Sakara is offering our listeners 20% off their first order when they go to sakara.com/Trash Tuesday or enter code Trash Tuesday at checkout.
That's Sakara, SAKARA.com/Trash Tuesday to get 20% off your Sakara.com/Trash Tuesday.
We went shopping yesterday and I did if you go shopping with me, like anyone, just like heads up, this will happen. I will end up buying the exact same thing as you at some point. I am codependent.
I brought it. You want to show it?
Yeah, we both got the
see.
same.
I'm going to put it on.
We should wear that for our stand-up class. This is the Voss part of Bonnie Voss. Isn't it cool?
Oh, that is
Dope.
cool.
Which camera?
Pop the ass a little.
I like it. That is cute. And you got it too?
Yeah.
Wait, what is can we see this video?
Yeah,
do we
this
need
girl
headphones?
Julia. Yeah, your headphones are all underneath.
Thank you, kind sir.
That was like the most respect Carlos has ever been treated with on
No, the sweatshirt was respect. I'm bringing you the dirty one too.
Yes.
Too. I feel like you should get your OG back as well.
Yeah, someone said you big time me by not giving it back to me.
Listen, we went on a hike. Our friend, Brody had just died. There was this really cool hoodie of Brody. So he lent me Brody's hoodie to go on a hike. And then I fucking like stained it and it was so shitty.
Oh my God.
And so I didn't give it back to him because I was like, I had plans. When you have cleaning that hoodie in my head technically for 3 years. Like it's in a pile of like, fix this.
I have that pile too.
And I don't want to say I don't big time Carlos, but in this situation, it was more of a small timing myself. Just like, once you just fuck something up so bad, it's like too embarrassing.
Wait, I like
to
that.
return it.
Instead of big timing, you're small timing yourself. I don't know what that means, but I feel like I do it.
But my whole life I've done it. That's what you do when you dim your shine to make everyone else feel.
Feels like
Yeah.
stuff you put on your fridge. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't big time someone else. You're just
Small
small
timing
timing
yourself.
yourself.
Yes.
Bonnie's acting like she doesn't send me motivational quotes every day.
I love motivation.
Oh, I love it.
Okay, those are hot.
Thank
Love
you.
it.
God.
Who makes those?
I don't know.
Gatekeeper. Okay, so vabbing. What is this?
All right, this is Julia on TikTok.
Does she have jizz coming out of her mouth?
No.
Who needs to hear this? But vabbing works. Vabbing 100%
Works to do
works.
what?
Like,
Let's see the guy
I got
she
offered
worked
2
with.
free drinks at the pool, and then a guy literally came back and gave me this. Like, what?
He wants you.
He's like, you smell like ass.
She's excited that the vabbing is working on men. Well, a gynecologist does have a
You know what I'm saying, right? If someone's only interested in you because you smell like meow meow juice, do you really want anything to do with that person? If the rest of you, as you are, is not enough to make you attractive. Dr. Jim Gunter said there's no evidence that human pheromones exist or that this works. Memories and emotions. So if you want to do this and it's not hurting anybody else, then feel free. I'm a big fan of bodily autonomy, as you know. But honestly, I think you need to do this.
I want to see people's boobers.
Yes, right.
So
Fabbing again. We read this.
I can't say tapping.
oh, honestly, I feel like I want to turn this on you, Carlos. Like, you're the guy here. Like, what do you think of that?
He's repulsed by the vaginal smell.
Like, is that? Because I'm down.
Wait, I'm gonna put God's ball smell on me. Wait for a kiss.
Like, I am so down to that.
I'm down with like dirty stuff like that. So I think it could work for me. The muskiness of under like
Yeah.
armpit smell, like I'm into that. So I
Right.
think this would actually like fool me.
But not all women.
No,
The
like
only ones you're
I'm-
attracted to.
Only the
course.
ones the lizard brain is attracted to.
Yes.
Yeah, like the tricking me and I wasn't into already, and you put like your pussy juice all over you. I'm not going to be like, oh, do you want a car or something? I'm like,
I just like the idea of like just doing a drive-by, like a Hitler stash. A
On the
stash and
guy?
go. Yeah, you just go, whoop, and you just disappear.
I
And
like
then they have
that.
to find you.
They're like,
They're on Craigslist misconnections. You wiped your pussy juice on my lower lip, and I've been thinking about you ever since.
I do love, there's something about the concept of like using your body to gross out a guy. Like, I love a good like dip it in and swipe it on them just to be like, heh. But then,
but they like it.
yeah, some of them do. But
Well,
some
that's
of
why
them
they
don't.
smell. Isn't that why they steal underwear and smell it?
Well, guys that do complain about smell are so annoying.
I
It's the
know.
most annoying. It's like, get
Right.
away from me.
Right.
It 100% get away.
I can't stand it. I had a boyfriend that was like, I have an amazing sense of smell. And he was always grossed out about smells.
Have fun being single for the rest
I
of
know.
your
It's
life.
like, and he really will be. I'm not kidding. I think it's a defense mechanism. Like, it has to be. Grossed out by the smell of everyone around you.
Yeah.
I have a question. This is vaginal.
Thank you.
I feel like Kalila would be the one that would be able to answer this. So
let me give it a
put on-
shot.
There was a time where I started eating a lot of pastries, where my vag got
Pasties
like
or pastries?
pastries.
Okay.
I was just chowing down.
I was,
I was leaving a lot of strippers with just bleeding nipples.
Oh
in
God!
between.
Oh God!
Tearing them
Ring the
off.
bell.
Thank you.
I was just eating those pepperonis.
They were
right out of
vaxing
slice.
their pasties. What
It
could you
wasn't my
do?
fault.
Yeah.
That's how they stick them on.
Yeah.
But my underwear something got acidic in my discharge and it started bleaching my underwear.
Yeah.
Do
Oh,
you know what I'm talking about?
Whoa.
No.
Bleaching my underwear
The
and then it would
bleached
like
flour went through your
Yes.
system, leaked out, bleached your underwear. You never had cleaner underwear than when you were in
It
that.
was so clean, but it
when
would
you were
tear
eating a
it would
croissant every morning.
in it. It would
up?
tear
Will you
holes in
Google
it.
this?
It would tear holes.
It would
in
tear holes in it. Isn't
That
that
is-
so? And then I stopped. I was like, it has to be the pastries because I wasn't eating that type of food.
I've only
then I
used
stopped
it
and went away.
in my underwear as starter dough for sourdough bread. Have you ever done that?
Well, yeah, over the pandemic, we all had to bake a couple loaves.
It would rise up in an hour. It was wonderful.
That's what Esther's bell is. It means the bread's ready.
I will say that sometimes, I can't. Sometimes I swear it's gonna sound like a lie, but
You're like, sometimes my vagina smells so good that animals come and start eating. What?
no. Sometimes it smells like McDonald's French fries. I know that seems so specific and weird.
And that's from you
Is it-
touching it and then smelling it?
That's like,
Or like you're
Or like
sitting
when you
there
go
and
to the
can smell it.
bathroom, all of a
I'm
sudden
like,
you're like, whoa.
literally, I'll get a whiff and I'll be like, "That's that." You don't believe it?
No, I believe you, but there isn't like a French fry involved. I believe you.
But you believe in the science backing it.
Yes.
That it's like
I
okay.
believe that you actually have French fries inside you.
So, and
An acidic vaginal environment is protective, actually. It's a good thing. It creates a barrier that prevents unhealthy bacteria and yeast from multiplying too quickly and causing
but what is
infection.
this?
But where does it come from? Why did this happen?
It's probably something in the pastry that was creating bacteria in there, and then it turned acidic
It was
to protect your
burning
pussy.
holes in my underwear.
Yeah, so these are healthy foods for it, and none of these are pastries. Cranberries, fruits, garlic, things like that. You ate an unhealthy food, and your pussy
Why
protected
is
your body.
garlic good for your body and so bad for
I
your
feel like
breath?
what Carlos just said made no sense.
I just
Am
talked over it. I stopped listening to him. When Carlos tries to get all like, I'll tell you how it is, I'm like,
It's because it requires like 4 seconds of effort, and this is the easiest job in the world. So
Carlos, I
just your pussy.
your job is easy? We know, Carlos. You're saying your job's easy.
As I pass out bananas.
Give me
Wait,
my
where
fucking
is this
banana.
good on the pH scale, or I don't know?
He doesn't know. Don't.
They're not vegan.
I'm gonna push
not
it up
a
my
doctor.
vagina anyway. I don't know.
I know. This is very vaginal.
If a girl's her period, I don't care. I just pretend I'm killing her. And I might be telling it wrong, but it's a very funny joke. And
I mean, I have a better version of that joke in myself.
anyway, it doesn't matter. It was Whitney being like, Rich was just immediate, like melting. Like, oh,
Whitney never tells us when she likes our jokes. She just starts doing them. And then I'm like, I guess she liked it. I'm just kidding. Joking. She doesn't. Bonnie, are you disappointed in the amount of jokes I told on this podcast?
no, why?
Okay. I was just curious.
Too many? I think it's too many. They feel Annie.
Okay, self tips. Okay, so I'm gonna start doing this, and it's gonna be difficult in the beginning, but I am gonna do the looking in the mirror for 1 full minute, 3 times
Falling
a day.
in love with yourself?
I love myself, or I love you. You have to set an alarm and do it for 1 full minute. And if you don't feel love for yourself, you have to think of something you love. Like you would have to think of donut or whatever, or donuts. And just pick a donut. Her dog's name's Donut, but also she's like.
I like sugar.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
I still like it. I still eat it. But I try to eat less.
Why does it sound like you're eating donut? Anyway, okay. So you think about something you love while you're saying it. So then the feeling of actual love is in your body while you're looking at yourself and saying you love yourself.
So you have to say it over and over
You can say
again.
I love myself or I love you into the mirror.
For
But you have
1
to
minute.
feel 3 times a day.
Isn't it? There's a book called Love Yourself Like Your
Love
Life
yourself
Depends.
like your life depends on it. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's good.
And I can give you the gist. I mean, because there's a whole nother part that I didn't do, which I don't know if you need to do, but he had to like write a love letter to himself and burn it or something. I'm like, I don't think you have to do that.
No.
But you can.
I never understand the burning of things.
That's
I'm
because
like,
you're scared of fire.
that's true. Like, let's just like toss it away or crumple
Throw
it
it
up.
into the ocean.
Well, that's littering, but that's better.
Who cares?
Yeah, she's a vegan.
like
She's
it's
done
all-
enough.
Wait,
yes.
are you really vegan?
Yeah.
So, okay, Annie was making fun of me. I was strictly vegan for 3 years, and then I got pregnant. Had a miscarriage, obviously.
Why? Because you were eating meat.
No,
Anyway.
So when I was pregnant, I had all these I had the cravings and stuff. So I completely stopped being vegan, and then since then, I've just been like, not vegan.
Yeah, I wasn't vegan when I was pregnant either.
Okay.
I was vegetarian, then I went back to meat, then I went back to vegetarian, then
Was your
vegan.
body like craving meat when you were pregnant?
It was literally craving everything. I had
Yeah.
a fucking cookie the size of my head every single day when I was pregnant. I mean, I would just like one time at Dunkin' Donuts, they didn't have them, and I was like flipping out. I was like,
Oh my
"What?"
God. Someone
Karen?
come in me. Let's go.
Yeah.
Read me your
Wait.
book.
Carlos, I think I texted you a TikTok.
Hold on. Is this Jeff?
Yeah.
Want to know what healthy self-esteem is? It's when you see yourself as no better or no worse than anyone else. Unhealthy self-esteem is when you see yourself as worse than everyone else, which manifests as shame and inferiority, or when you think you're better than everyone else, which manifests as grandiosity and superiority. Now you know.
I mean, this
my
guy
God,
has
listen.
to say that. Look at him.
I feel like we have the,
I don't want to say I'm better. I'm not better than anyone except that guy.
No, not therapy, Jeff. He's like my
I'm
best
so-
friend. I'm like, and I mean, not really,
Kai,
but in my head.
you want to know about self-esteem?
You
I thought
guys.
it was something about self-esteem.
Oh my god! I fucking showed the bullies my therapy Jeff account.
Oh my God. Jeff is in therapy?
No, he's amazing.
He's just a guy who went into
Hey.
therapy because he was so, look at how
Kai,
weak
I
he is.
was bullied every day of my life growing up, and now I have a healthy self-esteem.
No,
But
no,
because it's so good because I don't think I'm better than anyone. Those bullies had bad self-esteem. It's like, bullies have great self-esteem. I feel great. Knowing I'm better than that guy, I feel wonderful.
My god! I literally every time I see him, I'm like, I'm like, Dave, it's therapy, Jeff. Come look. Oh my god!
Do you feel a little low today?
So back in the day when I got my ears pinned,
People told me to fix my teeth. I didn't do it.
I said
And,
no. I said
Oh my
I just
God.
combed the hair over the bald spot. And
Fucking bitches, stop it! Stop it!
Some people don't like short men. I don't think you can tell while I'm sitting.
low self-esteem
But-
is a woman who doesn't like a short guy.
Stop!
It's too good. It's too good. The bell is there for a reason.
Look at guys.
You guys have to stop. He's so nice.
Is Dave jealous? Is Dave like, stop looking at Jeff?
I find making fun of people honestly a form of affection.
It is.
That's like, you know,
Okay.
I'm listening to him, I'm paying attention